Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and welcome to the overview of DDG42. We have decided to exit 2024 with an absolute grand slam of a giveaway to help you start your 25 with one of the most insane setups we've ever given away because, yes, brand new King Ranch, black exterior with brown interior to complement. We've got a camo Keystone 415, fully loaded, $50,000 in cash, and, yes, and yeah, that's right. Plus a filled garage with a 4-seater RZR Turbo S, all for one of you very lucky enthusiasts to take home. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at DDG42, aka the Coal Train. I can't even make up the fact that 2024 has been such an incredible year in so many different ways for the brand and leveling up the prize packages that our incredible supporters can take home. And now you have a chance to win this entire setup that you see right here. A modded, murdered out F450, a Keystone 415 Raptor, tinted windows, tri-color black camouflage between satin, matte, and gloss black to match the truck, and a modded Turbo S RZR 2 feet. Are you kidding me, ladies and gentlemen? This is absolutely insane. It's almost hard for me to comprehend, and I'm the one filming the video to announce it all. So as per usual, we are going to get into the full review of the entire spectrum of DDG42, but before we do that, I have a few absolutely crucial announcements to kick off the video. First and foremost, I want to wish you guys a happy holidays and happy new year. We are coming up on Christmas. We gotta say, Santa's been hitting us up hard to see if he could upgrade his sleigh this year, but unfortunately, that's just not how the giveaway works. He'll have to grab some merch just like everybody else, and the sweepstakes company will let us know come February who the lucky winner is and where this thing's gonna go home, whether it's the North Pole or one of the continental lower 48. So just to recap real quick, truck, trailer, RZR, and $50,000 on top. The entire objective here, ladies and gentlemen, is to just give you guys an absolute thank you to an incredible year of 2024. We've given away some truly life-changing setups, and the one thing that we'd always wanted to do is just fill out that 15-foot garage in the back of the Keystone 415. What better way to do it than with a matching side-by-side that not only you can ride with one of your friends, but also your family in the back. And would it stay stock? Absolutely not. I'm having a hard time starting, guys. I don't know what we should review first. Should it be the Keystone Raptor? Should it be the RZR Turbo S? Or should it be the King Ranch F450? Not to be mistaken with Kong, which was a platinum F450. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, the Turbo S RZR stole the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to do right now. We got so many options. I think we're going to start with the Turbo S because it is our lovely new entrant and guest appearance here to the overall prize value of DDG42. Let's just take a look at this thing from the side. It is massive, it is long, but it fits like a glove in the garage. All right, so the Turbo S is already such an incredibly capable machine. This one is effectively fully loaded. So from the factory, you get these absolutely massive, insane Fox shocks with attached reservoirs, a turbocharged engine, incredibly capable suspension on the front and the rear. You get these awesome projector headlights that light up the night with the running lights up top and the notorious RZR front lights. These absolutely so sick racing seats that come with racing harnesses. This center console that's nice and cushy for all the bumps and humps that you are going to incur. Not only for everybody up front, but also for those in the back. It's not like they are shortchanged by any means. You get this sick RZR steering wheel that is so race inspired with a flattened bottom end. These door canards that are fully encased, so you have the upper canard here and the lower canard here on the front and the rear, so that way no shrapnel or debris can run up into the passenger compartment. Stepping on into this thing, we're just gonna fire it up real quick. You get a combination digital and analog display that tells you a whole bunch of things, such as what drive mode you're in, what gear you're in, the time of the day, the miles per hour. It tells you speed here and tachometer here, and then you even have the Polaris Ride Command digital system. So this tells you speed, G-forces, it tells you what your drive modes are incurring. This is where you control your radio, your music selection, your phone control, GPS, and it even gives you multiple different gauge modes. Switching this thing from 4-wheel drive to 2-wheel drive is as easy as hitting these buttons. We got an onboard horn. Light bar is actually back ordered, so we were unfortunately unable to get it installed for this very video, but trust me when I say there will be a nice light bar right at the top of this thing for when it's ready to take delivery for you. And then you even have multiple different ride control modes right here on suspension, so you can make it firm, you can go to sport, and you can even go to comfort. Plus you can control all of your headlights right here with these simple little switches. You have a nice little glove compartment right here that you can keep a bunch of stuff in and keep your iPod in. There's actually a glove compartment right here as well. Some cup holders. We just gave this thing a bath, so the drain plugs are out right now as we speak. Adjustable seats, adjustable steering wheel. And a freaking turbocharged engine in the back. We're gonna go have some fun in this thing in a little bit, but I can't get it dirty right now. Plus we got a really important review to do, and I haven't even gotten into the mods yet. All right, now it's an insanely capable machine in and of itself, but we had to do the true enthusiast way and give it some modifications. All right, so you can see the stance, the curb appeal, the overall visual aesthetic is oh so sexy, rolling around on these absolutely insane metal FX wheels. Paired together with the Regulator 2 by Tensor, these are really seriously popular tires in the side-by-side performance space right now that give you an all-terrain capability. They're not super aggressive, they're not super streetable, they can do everything and anything that you put them through, and that's why we added them to this thing, because we don't know where this thing's going home yet. If it's going home to you, you're gonna have to drop a comment below and let us know where will this setup be posted up, in what state and what town. You gotta let us know. These are 33 by 10.5 tires on a 15-inch true beadlock billet CNC wheel. You couldn't get any more legit if you tried. And the nice thing is they actually have a little bit of an offset, so it gives this thing such an absolutely sinister and sick stance. Now, we did not stop there. As I mentioned to you guys, the light bar is coming. We've got the brackets right here on what is not factory, but a custom powder-coated satin black cage, okay? Now, we didn't stop there either. We actually also added this glass reinforced with polyurethane windshield with a reinforced windshield mount. So that way you guys got protection on the front. You're not gonna go blind if you don't have eye protection on. You have glass, so that way the polyurethane windows don't get all nasty and scratched up. And then you actually have sun protection up here, so that way when you're out ripping this thing, no matter where you are, you're not gonna get absolutely blasted by the sun, although the vitamin D could arguably be a big benefit. So maybe I'm gonna say we'll save the best for last, which is the F450 King Ranch, which, mind you, one of the best things about the fact that you can win this entire setup is the fact that, yeah, you can go out and absolutely take the winning medal on your weekend warrior projects wherever it is that you go. And I believe if you're having a hard time making friends, when you show up to the campsite this way, everybody is gonna wanna be your friend, because they're gonna wonder how in the absolute heck were you able to accomplish such an absolutely sick setup. And that's when you're gonna get to tell them and cue their reaction to saying, well, I just bought a hat or a t-shirt at enthusiast.com and I won it all. All right, so guys, we got the Keystone 415 fully flexed out right now. We've got all the pop outs out. We've got all the awnings extended, including the rear awning. We've got the deck hangout area fully set up with all of the fencing and the stairs. We've got so many things that we have to go through. But before we do that, like I said, this is a Keystone 415. It's got a Cummins generator. It's got fully tinted out windows, and there's a tri-color camouflage on this unit. We got matte black, we got gloss black, and we've got satin black that really tie it together to give it the true feeling of the Coltrane, and it couldn't be any more sinister. As we were driving up to set up today to do all of our media, we just got constant, absolutely enthusiastic reactions from people randomly just driving down the freeway. Winning a setup like this is such a blessing in and of itself, but truthfully being able to share it with other people that appreciate it is just one of the added benefits. Oh, did I forget to mention the fact that we have a massive enthusiast decal on the top of the RZR? Because obviously you gotta brand the territory, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so on the back of this thing right here, we have a closable fence that gives you the ability to really complete a nice, secluded little hangout patio, and we have the actual canvas that has been extended in the rear as well. So once you get this all set up, you can really post up and just hang out. You got a backup camera right here that you can actually tie into the truck. So these doors are multifunctional. They've got actually this laminate film on the bottom. So this is like not plexiglass. It's actually a little bit pliable. And then they have these adjustable screens so you can actually open the screens and close the screens based on wherever you are. These doors open up with a very simple flip of a switch, and that's actually how you get the RZR inside of the 15-foot garage. Now, it might seem a little bit dark in here right now, but that's because we went ahead and actually added these privacy screens that integrate from the factory with the Raptor, so that way effectively all of the garage is very private because you have a very capable but also pretty expensive machine in the back. And although this setup does beg quite a bit of attention, you definitely don't want any peepers looking through the window seeing what you got in the back. I forgot my chaise lounge today, unfortunately, but I would sit out here and do this entire video because it's a glorious day, and truthfully, I just love the view from right here. I mean, that view is something that's definitely worth getting used to. All right, so popping you guys back into the 15-foot garage. Sorry about it being a little bit dark. Let's get some lighting on the situation here. So back here, we actually have these benches that drop down very simply and automatically on this conveyor rail system based on these controls right here. They can come down, and that way you have a place to sit, you have a place to hang out, you have a place to congregate, you have a place to just get out of the elements. Then based on that same adjustment, you can actually bring that platform up there down. So not only can you sleep people on what can be this bed or bench combination down here, but you can actually create another plateau and another place for people to crash out once you get to your desired destination. You have a side entry door that's of course lockable right here. That opens up out into, oh man, look at that thing. It's just so good. And then this actually serves also as a screen door, so you can do however it is that you please. Whenever it is that you please, you can close it up and call it a day, which I really like a lot. Up top here, we've got TV entertainment area, storage on both sides, receptacles under each storage compartment, designated for a ventless style dryer. And then of course, this is your flush line right here. So you've got your cold water designated by blue, hot water designated by red, and of course your little overflow. So you could put like a double stacker style washing machine right here if you wanted to. It's even got the plugs ready to rock and roll. The bathroom in the back is so important because some of us guys just work we work so hard to put our boots on, and we just sometimes don't want to take them off, and that's what this is designed for if you're not just into, you know, letting Mother Nature handle it in and of itself, if you catch my drift. And then of course, naturally in the back, you have all of these tie-down cleats all over the place. So crazily enough, the RZR actually fits right here. There's the rear tire, as you can see. So you actually have about another 2.5 foot of storage capability in the back for, let's just say, gas cans, whatever the case might be. And then the front wheels of the RZR actually sit right about here. So if you're like me, you can actually still squeeze through the door to get into the primary living space. And that is where we are headed right now. Now, one of the cool things is this door is made extremely well. It's got an aluminum casing, and it's actually a tinted shield. So that way it creates a little bit of privacy. Now, welcome on in yet again to another absolutely glorious arrangement. You know, guys, there's a lot of really absolutely incredible campers out there, but the Keystone 415 is a value that's just hard to beat. It looks good, it's got great designs, the functionality is fantastic, it's made well, and you know, it's truly inspired by enthusiasts. So these seats, as per usual, I always gotta demonstrate, do recline, do lean back, and they are extremely comfortable. You got a cup holder right here, whether it's a beer or tea or a water to just stay hydrated or dehydrated, however it is that you look at it. These are heated and yeah, they massage. Now, if I turn that on right now, this will probably turn into one of the world's most boring vlogs because I'll likely end up taking a nap. It probably wouldn't be a long nap, it'd be like a 15-minute nap, but by that time I feel like I'd probably lose your attention and you click off the video. And I really want to show you around the King Ranch F450, so we probably shouldn't get there yet. All right, shake it off, Jack, shake it off. We've got the ladder here, and pardon my semi-recovering broken ankle, but I'm doing pretty good. We've got a little bench where you can actually plug in cell phone devices, a light up here, a switch back here, and then this little hangout spot. Truthfully, if I was a kid, I would want to sleep there all day because it was like I had my own little fort. That is like a cool little hangout. Plus, I'd probably make a fort myself. Anyway, I'm being too much of a child and I'm having a hard time growing up. This kind of stuff just excites me. Now, obviously, one of the best times of the night is sitting down, getting ready for dinner, and we've got 2 seats right here at the island where we can get ready to chow down. I love that these bench seats are here and they actually integrate extremely simply because all you do is you pull it up. Because all you do to put it back down is there's a little lever right here. You grab it, and it just goes right back down. So if you want to create some nice walking room, that's all you got to do. They lock into place, you're good to go. All your storage as per usual in kitchen. You've got this drain rack that actually slides back over on your kitchen sink. Propane styled range, a large home style microwave, and what I really like, and I say this a lot, but I mean this, is the fact that the fridges are massive, so that way you can pack a whole bunch of goodies in here. Plus, you even have this home style pantry, which is pretty cool. It's these kind of elements that some people don't even have as conveniences or luxuries in their home. Big old air conditioner right up here above us, island centralized hanging lighting, USB ports right here to charge whatever gadget it is that you are on. You've got, again, your other entry door right here that you can pop open, as well as the screen. Maybe we'll just kind of do that right now because the breeze rate out here is freaking gorgeous today. And then we've got, of course, our bug blocker. Coming up, sorry about the dirt. It's a little bit dusty out here, as you guys can see right there. But this is your centralized command station. So your water heater, temperature control, everything you can service right there. And then of course, when you get up into the home screen, we actually have a passcode on this thing, so you can lock this so that way no tiny fingers are messing around. Here's where you control the Cummins generator, the awnings, the slides, all the lights. You can flex the hitch up and down, which is super cool. This is where you trigger the release of your freshwater tank, your gray tank, and your black tank. You can get into your HVAC settings. And the really cool thing is you can actually control the bedroom AC and the main living AC and the garage AC all from here. So you have not 1 zone control, not 2 zone control, but 3 freaking zone air conditioning in a trailer. Like, let that set in. My home doesn't even have 3 zone air conditioning, but your future trailer does. Okay, that's a flex, if I do say so myself. And then you just pump back to the home screen. Really cool. You can see your battery voltage. You can see how water pumps, interior lights, blah, 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 blah. You can turn on your security lights if you want from right here. It's literally just hit that button, you're good. Exterior lights good, interior lights on or off, and water pump. And then it tells you your tank levels, okay? So that's how much fuel your generator has. There's your gray tank levels, there's your black tank levels, and then your fresh water tank level, which you would probably fill up prior to leaving. And fortunately, guys, like, you know, water weighs an absolute ton. Well, this truck, this F450 with that 10-speed trans and that 6.7 liter power stroke, man, with that wide turn axle on that F450, this thing loaded up with the RZR, climbing up some of these hills out here, you couldn't even feel it. So you throw a few 100 pounds of water into this thing, and I don't think it's gonna make a difference at all. All right, finishing up our tour into the primary mainstay. There's a lot of business that goes down in these areas right here. Really nice doors that actually all latch in and secure because you don't want these things banging around. That's actually real glass, guys. That's the real deal glass, and they figured out a way to secure it. You've got your black hardware right here. You've even got some of your faux tiling to make this place seem right at home, but it's a super nice shower insert, and it's got a ton of headroom, which is with that carved out skylight, which gives you natural light inside your shower. Nice vanity, nice sink. We got a little bit of light for ambiance right here. And then of course we enter into the primary living area. This is a full-size bed, plenty of room, charging wireless and plug-in on either side. You've got your full kind of armoire dresser style area with a little mini mirror, which you kind of have to lean down, but I'll tell you what, that enthusiast apparel is looking freaking fresh without distortion. And a little bit of TV just to cool down for the parents at night. For any of my parents out in the audience, you guys know that that is one of the greatest times of the day. We love our families, but we also love some of that quiet time, if you catch my drift. Now there are even shades that you can put down on all of these windows. You just simply pull them down, you're good to go, and then you pull them and they retract back up. They're on every single window, so you guys can just get super private in here, so that way no onlookers are looking in. Because one of the downfalls, and probably the only downfall of this setup is, I hate to break it to you guys, it gets a ton of attraction. It gets a ton, I mean an absolute ton of attention. Some might say that's a negative, others might say that's exactly what we designed it to do. Oh, these pillows, by the way, so soft. I gotta get away from this couch. I'm just tempted, and yeah, we can't. We got a long day and we got a fun day ahead of us. All right, stepping on down the second entry door, actually third entry door if you want to get technical. You've got one, you've got two, you've got three. So outdoor speakers right here, self-leveling jacks that we do not have down right now, but that's a pretty important component once you actually get set up at your base station. These big black awnings look absolutely fantastic with all the black hardware, with the Coltrane, of course. And then you guys can't see it right now, but there's actually LED lighting that is ambiance lighting up underneath. So this thing during the day certainly makes a statement, but at night it makes just as much of a statement. It is so sick. Now let's save the best for last. But is this the best for last, or is that the best, or is that the best? I don't really know. I think the entire thing is fantastic. Yeah, you can set up on the weekends, but then whenever you want to just drive one of the sickest trucks in town, just disconnect from your toy hauler, leave your RZR inside. You don't even have to store it anywhere else. The thing locks up. It is like a penitentiary. And then you have one of the sickest F450s around that's fully murdered out. And on the inside, it's a King Ranch, so it's got two-tone brown interior. It's fully loaded. It has every single option from the factory, everything that you could want and more. And truthfully, I would probably bore you guys to death if I went over all of the options and features. So I'm not even going to do that today. Just trust me, take my word for it. It's fully freaking loaded. Front end of this truck is so incredibly sinister. There's just something about the F450s and overall F450s in general that just have such an insane road presence. They're big trucks, they're wide trucks, they have the larger body lines, and they have those huge rear fenders at the back that just give this thing arguably one of the toughest road presences of any diesel truck that you can buy today, whether it's a 250, 350, or 450. Whether it's a 3/4 or a 1-ton truck, these things just hit so different, and at Enthusiast, they are by far one of our favorite trucks. All right, guys, so we're gonna start with what we're rolling around on. These are a set of JTX 26-inch wheels, fully gloss black front and rear. We've got standard dually style wheels, no super singles on this one, rolling around on a set of 37 13.5 26 Fury MTs. I think they look fantastic on this truck, and they just really complement this thing so well. The back dually wheels are nothing short of amazing, and they just make me so freaking happy. You got these massive pointy style lug nuts, these huge center caps, and this incredibly concave back dish wheel. All right, now that brings us to the overall exterior aesthetic. The thing is fully murdered out, AKA the name of Coltrane. Just because from the factory, the dealers don't do the best in paint correction, we actually had this truck fully paint corrected from tip to tail, top to bottom. Every single aspect of this truck has been paint matched. So I'm gonna save you the time, I'm gonna save you the day. I know your time is valuable and precious. All the plastics on the front, all the plastics in the center, all the badges on the side, all the steps in black plastics on the back, all the lighting has been paint to matched and tinted out. Okay, so that gives you a general gist of just how murdered out this truck truly is. So huge shout out to Precision Retros for bringing this entire truck together. You guys did a standout job. This thing is gorgeous in so many different capacities. So headlights have been built, all cheese deleted and all fully paint matched housings. Cab lights have been paint to matched and all white LED lighting retrofits. Stenciled and paint matched mirror lights that are also white LED. Those cab lights are actually coming out from Boost Auto Parts, so be on the lookout for those units soon. We're gonna link those guys in the description below. Oh, did I mention that we actually have white LED switchback door handles? Yeah, guys, door handles that have the functionality to lock and unlock right here. And then the bed light LEDs, no longer amber. We are talking white LED in the front, white LED in the rear, red rear return, and amber facing forward. Yeah, guys, this thing's fully murdered out. Now, huge shout out to Mid-South LED for those, okay? Mid-South LED for these fender lights right here for the door handles, which look at how sick that is, right? It's absolutely insane. That are also switchbacks, and same with the mirror lights. So beautiful. Power folding steps, yeah, factory option. I told you guys, it's fully loaded to the tilt. Now, riding around on a fully leveled out Wicked custom setup with dual Fox shock steering stabilizers up front, and of course the dual Fox 2.0s on the front and the rear. This truck drives incredibly well, guys, incredibly well. Need I make further mention of all of the murder out on this truck? Of course, taillights totally done up. King Ranch badge totally done up. All the plastics in the back, yeah, you guessed it. Ford emblem, of course. Plastics on the bumper, duh. Step pads, clearly you guys catch our drift. We were not messing around with Coltrane. And if you guys are curious about the technicalities, it is rolling around on a brand new B&W fifth wheel hitch that's called the Companion. This thing rides extremely well, and I'll tell you what, for as massive as this trailer is, sometimes you could hardly even tell that it's behind you. I wanted to save kind of the best part for last. The King Ranch interior is something that is so brag-worthy. I mean, it is beautiful. Ford did a fantastic job on these new Ford trucks, man. These seats are so insanely adjustable. I almost don't even know how to fully take advantage of all of the adjustability. You can just do so much with these seats. And check out the tonal contrast of your light brown, your dark brown, the King Ranch logo on the seats, on the steering wheel, on the door canards. We've got King Ranch here at the door sill. Of course, King Ranch in the center console. You kind of can't forget what you're driving around in when you're inside this truck. We're gonna open up the massive, not only sunroof, but panorama roof. As you guys can see, it's got 2 stages. You hit the button twice and it will open up again. One of the coolest things about these new seats is like these things right here, okay? They're like adjustable, so you can really change how your shoulder pitch is set up. So if you're like a super proper posture person, you're like this, great, but if you're kind of a little more hunched, you can actually kind of support that. Obviously practice good posture. I mean, come on guys, we know better. Inside center console glove box, this truck actually comes with its own onboard safe, which we are definitely pretty stoked about. If you're one that concealed carries, or if you have valuable cargo, at least you can lock it all up, including the RZR keys. The infotainment on these new trucks is awesome. You've got cameras legitimately everywhere. And then you've got, of course, your Ford navigation here. It's very nice and compatible. You can change your driver assistance things. I'm more old school with my CDL. I kind of like to keep things at a very minimum. And the screen is just absolutely huge. You've got exhaust brake capability, which we were using on our way up. It works extremely well. Of course, the gauge cluster on these new trucks is fully digital and customizable, so you can change colors, layouts, the whole 9 yards. Look at this steering wheel. I mean, there are so many different options on this thing. You've got your cruise control, you've got your distance control. I don't even know what this button does. Lane keeping system on. I think this is like one of those driver assist features where I don't genuinely, I didn't use it. I haven't even looked at it, but it's freaking cool that it's there, especially when you have a big trailer like this. Phone controls, song controls, menu control, volume controls, lighting controls, mirror lights, a plug that has 110 in the back, tailgate drop, adjustable pedals, parking brake, driver memory seat functions, extendable mirrors. We have them fully extended out now. Automatic windows in the front so you can put them down and put them up automatically. Dual climate control, heated steering wheel, heated seats, cooled seats for both passenger and driver. Obviously just driver steering wheel right here. 4-wheel drive, volume control, display shut off. You've got a 12 volt right here, an AC 120 volt, 20 amp right here, USB, USB-C wireless charging, and an insanely nice rear seat compartment that has heated seats for your passengers. And these awesome Twitters that are by Bang & Olufsen with these kind of like brushed stainless finish. These trucks, guys, are just absolutely insane. Obviously also keyless entry and remote start, so that way if you're in a cold or hot climate, you can get this thing warmed up or cooled down, whatever it is that fits whatever season you're in. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is a full in-depth review of Coltrane, AKA DDG42, the biggest giveaway Enthusiast has ever done in the history of the existence of the brand. It is the complete package, and the only thing that it is missing is a new owner, which could be you behind the wheel. Go get entered. We all at Enthusiast wish you, your family, your loved ones, your friends a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Unbelievably grateful for all the support over the years. We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next upload.